who
you
has
always have to respect the local Falco, man.
What shocked me about that is that Chef has been kind of like semi-retired lately too. But he tweeted and he was like, Mia told me that I'm one of the best Falcos he ever played against, so I think I can fully retire. No, he was like the other way. He was like, I'm good now. I'm good. But
he got the good ending. Okay, I see. Now moving on to SBF with those three characters. Oh my god. We're moving on to Olimar. Okay, I was expecting Rosalina here.
I think that I like the Olimar pick over the Rosalina. I mean, Min Min, throw out the window immediately because the edge guards from Bayonetta are going to be ridiculous. But I think with Rosa, the big problem you're going to run into is that Bayonetta has these huge hitboxes that are going to send Luma into tumble very, very quickly.
That is true.
Olimar may die pretty quickly, but that small hurt box is actually really, really effective for him in a matchup against Bayonetta, who likes to control the air game. And not only that, if Lima's trying to get a big combo going, but the hit stop from hitting those Pikmin gets in the way, like you just saw right there, that can not only mess up the muscle memory, but make things not true.
And I was waiting for the interaction between the Witch Time and the Pikmin's hits, and just at the moment I was thinking about it, he went for it while Dabuz was going for the recall on the Pikmin. So yeah, this is kind of something when you're wary of, you can just cancel the whole interaction. This is perfect. Dabuz actually went for a very good pick here, and his shine is... there we go. This is what I was expecting for last time.
Yeah, just like you were mentioning, but Dabuz jettisoning in every single Pikmin just to fly back to the stage for free, and then immediately gets them all right out of the ground. Because, yeah, if Lima stays off stage a little bit too long, Bayonetta can go where she pleases. She's basically an airplane, but also does take her a little bit to get there.
Yeah, exactly. And now you can see that Dabuz is going to just work on his lineup a bit. He's going to use that purple Pikmin, that blue Pikmin, and if he does, he need to get rid of that yellow one. Yeah, let's go with that. Again, the blue one will be used for the throws, and the purple one just for the big hits. And just like this one.
Just like you see there, but that was the blue Pikmin out front. So, yeah, not enough to take the stock right there. I mean, even, anything other than the white Pikmin, once you're at kill percent, they have their merits, right? Like, red Pikmin's just a straight up good hitbox, and the yellow Pikmin is a much larger. Yeah,
indeed. Just like that. Good spike here with the yellow Pikmin. And finally, Lima can just get in again with a good outfit in backer. This is something he was kind of wary of. He didn't want to get in, try to go for the interactions, because again, at 160%, you don't want to approach an Olimar and give him an opportunity to kill you. Now, finally going to on a very good string here, 60%, and still counting. That white Pikmin did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, that is what that Pikmin is there for, right? You just go, one Pikmin on me, don't worry about it. Speaking of which, that damage, like you were talking about, right? You realize, suddenly 20%, and that's enough for that purple Pikmin to just immediately blow Lima away.
And again, perfect example of why you do not want to get close to Lima when the purple Pikmin is there. Good up smash to upper, classic again with that yellow one. Now what?
I love the way that... Oh, my goodness. Hold on. I want to talk about a merit of Dabuz's grounded game, but first I got to wait for him to get back on the ground in the first place, because he's going to be off stage for a minute right here. You see that even though he got...
Can he back on the stage? He wants to talk about his game stage control on stage. Can he get back on this? Please. Come on. Lima.
Not against Lima. He's going to stay out there forever. And I mean, my question at this point is, how much do the wing Pikmin have left in the tank? Because Dabuz hasn't landed for a while now.
There we go, finally. And one red Pikmin to survive and just to defend Dabuz here. Oh, Dabuz defend against what? A good air smash here. Only 44%. And I think he was ahead for half a minute already.
And this is something that Bayonetta can turn things around very quickly. And huge to note is that during that combo, Lima didn't have a Pikmin stuck on him. So, I mean, it took really good DI from Dabuz for that combo to not go to 60, 70%.
Alright, let's see if that DI can help him a bit more, because right now he's still ahead, but we know how Bayonetta can just go for those combos one after the other. The SDI was good again, perfect. There's also that invulnerability frame on the side of Lima on the down B that can help him get out of the strings if he needs it, just like that.
Yeah, you just saw that right there, though. Like you were talking about earlier, a lot of the witch times from Bayonetta that are effective on the Pikmin grabs, but Dabuz, I mean, you talked about this right at the start, that he is also using that Pikmin recall, using that whistle to get them to go away from the Bayonetta. But are you going away from that first game? Yes, you are, and Lima popping out of his seat for the game one. Look, I know that a lot of people know Lima as somebody that is, very chill, very, kind of relaxed in terms of his temperament towards the game. That's only outwardly. He is so passionate about becoming one of the best in the world, and coming into this weekend, he was talking to a few people, myself included, and saying, dude, I'm playing so good this weekend. I really want to win.
Look at him.
Look at where he is.
Worrisome. Because, again, You saw how Dabuz was in the driver's seat for the whole game, and just look at what happened in the end. One time he didn't SDI properly. What was happening in the I don't even know if he could SDI it.
That was a percent where I think Lima hit one of the particular hitboxes of the specials where, I mean, if you ever talk to him about this, I mean, he will get into the minutia. I mean, he was analyzing Bloom when he was talking about this.
Yes.
Bloom uses a, particular weird hitbox of the afterburner kick in the air. It's like the third one, I think, that sends at an angle that you can actually get a deeper follow-up on and do like a back air or something like that, where the opponent ends up behind you.
I'm all in for more shutouts to the British and Europeans in overall, so you can keep on.
Well, and that's just, Lima draws that inspiration and says, you know what, hey, I'm going to look at every single minute hitbox of this character. Bayonetta just has so much depth.
Yes. Yes, and now again, going on to SBF again. So the game was in the palms of Dabuz for a long time. You just need to be wary of the way he finishes it. So, it's going to be even. It's going to be quite fun to look at.
We'll see if Dabuz, I mean, again, Olimar is one of those characters, just like Bayonetta, that normally does not have any problem racking up damage, but he has not been able to, finish the stocks quite as easily. Like you were mentioning, Lima's been able to live for quite a while.
Yes, and unfortunately, that Twitch time we talked about, in the end, it's doing a lot of work for Lima in the like when you look at all the interaction Dabuz lost overall. So he needs to be very wary of the way he uses those latch on Pikmin. Just oh, what? Okay, so he went for the witch time, but the white Pikmin didn't hit him during the perfect timing. So yeah, that was a bit awkward here for Dabuz. For Lima, sorry.
That's the one thing, is that you don't get to control when those things are hitting you, right? When the Pikmin are. So you do have to time those witch times to a certain degree, and sometimes that can get in the way. There's that extra weird hit on that ABK I was talking about earlier, where it kind of sends them up and back a little bit more than it does forward, and Lima getting a follow-up off of that. Nonetheless, though, I mean, we were talking about how Dabuz was having trouble finishing his plate. Yeah. This is kind of a problem for Bayo as well.
Same. We're reaching those percents where Dabuz needs to be worried, because there are going to be still a few kill confirms, but once he's out of those 120% range, it's going to be another story. He can actually just kind of run around. There's not going to be a lot of confirmed on the side of Lima. There's going to be like the F throw, the jabs and all. But besides this, he can actually survive a few more interactions and just punish the good comments just at this up smash, just like this up smash here.
Yeah, and Lima just throwing out a couple of just, hey, I want this stock to be gone. But yeah, you got to mind that heel slide to Dabuz, looking like he got back aired by Lima in real life as well, as he usually does when his stock gets taken. That killed?
All right, and I just see you said it already. The interaction with the Pikmin is going to be quite difficult for Lima. He needs to be wary, because it can extend his hitbox for a few frames, and you can be sure that Dabuz will be there to just jump on him and use that opportunity to ramp up damage.
Racking up that damage. He is 61% already on Lima, and again, not timing that witch time. He got the bats within instead on that hit, so it wasn't perfectly timed. He doesn't get his big punish, and now Dabuz. I was going to talk about this earlier. I love the way Dabuz uses Olimar jab to either reset a situation in a scramble or give himself time to pull Pikmin, but
you don't need any jab when you can go for a nab smash on the ledge like this. Perfect again. Slightly ahead for Dabuz, but is it going to be enough? Oh! Okay, you saw him. He was going to go for, again, the invulnerability. I don't know how to say this word in English properly. Sorry about that. But he wanted to avoid those this back here, and he managed to do it.
Oh! I think Dabuz was actually sliding forward with a smash attack as well, but got a little bit desynced because of the witch time. And Lima just immediately got to chuck out an F smash. And the crowd's going to start coming alive here, because they've been kind of making the rounds to all the other streams. There are quite a few Texans watching this main stream now, hoping that Lima is going to be able to go up 2-0, but Dabuz is not going to let that happen. If it does, it's certainly not going to happen quietly.
Smash here was just there to cover a very, let's say, quick recovery from Dabuz. Not going to happen this time. Jab into... Oh, what? Seriously?
Again, the way he uses the jabs, man, I don't really see a lot of Olimars do it the same way that he does, but he understands those boxing tools are so important. You see him using that whistle midair, too, to make sure that Lima won't be able to get any stray follow-ups. Maybe a raw kill confirm. Could have gotten something huge out of the up air, but didn't find it.
Unfortunately, not yet, but the percent have been ramping up, and right now, as long as he doesn't get caught with another witch time, he could actually go for a raw back air, yeah, just like this one, an F slash maybe on ledge, just like before. Use those extended hitbox from the yellow Pikmin maybe to catch Lima off guard.
Oh, wow,
yeah,
purple.
Another back air for purple Pikmin. So
great
yeah,
call out on that jump in. Yeah. That was one of those situations where you just have to look at that Pikmin lineup and say, okay, Dabuz has red, purple, yellow. These are the ones that are best at just smacking me. So you have to think,
Yeah.
maybe you want to play at a range that's outside of where Dabuz is going to be able to burst in and swing one of them with an aerial or something like that. Make liberal use of that shield because you don't have to worry about the blue taking
to
the
talk
stock.
about this one. The shield is going to be quite useful in those lineups with Pikmin. Obviously, when you see that blue one, that's another story. But when you see red, yellow, blue, purple even, you can just... Did I say blue? Yeah, never mind. No, I mean, you know what I mean. Basically here, Lima was kind of getting tangled in the lineup of Dabuz, and Dabuz played around it. You love to play in the air a bit with Bayo, so yeah. Good catch here with the back air Dabuz, resetting the whole situation. We have to remind you, he was ahead during the first game. So overall, he's still in the lead when you think about the rhythm of the whole game. Lima is playing well over, around it and specific interaction in that specific matchup. But in the end, hey, Dabuz still running with the victory.
And again, I think that Dabuz is one of those players that's not really going to get caught off guard by too many of the things that you're doing, despite what his player cam, moments might have you believe that he's, like, eh? But most of the time, I mean, again, you know that Dabuz is one of the most well-studied players in, Smash history, to be honest. And so, yeah, you're not going to catch him off guard. Really aren't. We got the
pamphlets.
Well, somebody has walked up to us and handed us a pamphlet that says, I will read it for you.
It's about the power.
It's about Dabuz. It's about the power. We stayed to hungry. We devour. Spelled with a D.
That was weird.
Put in to work. Put in to hours and take to set this tourney's hours.
Okay, nice.
So if we can get the camera on us, we can show you.
How many of these did you print? Actually,
show you.
How many of these did you print?
How many were printed? Is it just the one?
There's a lot.
Oh, there are a lot. Okay,
anyway,
yeah.
moving
We're
on.
spreading propaganda. Okay.
Let's see if the pamphlets will work and change a bit the mood of this tournament. For now, again, that was in the kind of the lead when you think about the rhythm overall. So maybe it's working. Maybe we should all have pamphlets.
Honestly, Dabuz gets the power from that. Look, if you look at the chat in any Dabuz game, they are popping off for Dwayne Dabuz Johnson. Oh my gosh. Lima not able to follow up. Again, Dabuz is not going to get caught up by these weird character interactions. Again, playing a character with a small hurt box and then having such great SDI means that Lima is not going to reliably be able to get those explosive kill combos when you least expect them.
And exactly, just because he can't rely on this, he's going for more committal options, just like this F smash again. And just like that, the lead he had just slipped out of his hands. A good comment is going to get punished by Dabuz. He's going to reset the whole situation, get back on the stage here, and change the whole momentum again. Look at him, just not letting Lima get back on the stage. Never mind. Why am I even talking?
As you would think, right? I mean, both of these guys have shown such great proficiency to be able to recover. Couple of big mistakes by Lima on the defense that Dabuz has just kind of missed the opportunity to capitalize on. They both make it back after an excellent tech from Lima, and we just get to reset the situation, but again, Pikmin on Lima could have spelled disaster, but the back air is so well spaced.
Dabuz very wary of those latches, and every time he get one hit with them, he just recall back the Pikmins just to not take the risk of getting wish time. Here, catching a jump with the back air, have a sense of deja vu compared to last game, and we are back into even ground. 0-0 upbeat though is going to connect for Lima, but he's going to lose the stage control.
We'll see if he's going to be able to get something started. Again, on the ground at these early percents, you have to be careful. And that is exactly why you have to be careful on the ground, because that heel slide can lead to big stuff. 57 is not even the biggest.
Nope. Honestly, Dabuz got lucky there.
Yeah, a little bit. And again, goes to show the power of that defensive game. Great DI on an ABK.
That's a lineup you get to kill someone, not to grab him damage. He needs to change something with those Pikmin. What do you do with two purple Pikmin and a blue one?
And the blue.
Is that the Myron zone?
I was about to say, if I'm not mistaken, that's the true Myron zone. Ooh, Dabuz off stage had to sacrifice a purple Pikmin to be able to make it back. Might have already been losing one, but he didn't have the purple Pikmin ready, and there's really no way to swap them in between that jab lock. So Lima does get away by the skin of his teeth. Tries to get the witch time, but again, Dabuz with that whistle, so smart.
Lima's taking a lot of risks with the witch times, and it's kind of backfired a few times already. He needs to use them in the perfect timing and in a situation where if it doesn't work, it's a safe situation. So yeah.
And one of the problems is that if you do the witch time too far away from Olimar while the Pikmin is on you, then Olimar actually doesn't get affected by it, right? So Lima has to take the risk to run up closer and then witch time. And if Dabuz recalls the Pikmin and catches Lima in that lag, it can be disastrous.
Okay, high risk, high reward, I guess. Did you rob the purple one? Yes, only the white one. After not going to kill, unfortunately, it's been a bit stale, but yeah, good catch here with the back air.
Now, calling out that Dabuz wasn't going to immediately mash a defensive option or anything to try to get away. He's already gone under the stage so many times. Now we've got that exact same lineup that ended that last game. Lima's got to be careful. And look at him, like, still being fearless and saying, no, I'm going to fight within this threat zone because I want to force the situation here.
Yes, okay, going to go for the dash attack here just to ramp up damage. I take the stage control down there with the extended hitbox again. And here the red Pikmin is actually going to just give enough room for the yellow one to express itself. Yep.
Got to worry about that blue, though, because now you've got plenty of kill power on deck if you're Dabuz. The blue one goes away, but Lima does pay the price. Yeah. And then the purple Pikmin's there to back him up, too. One stock remaining for each of these players in the game 3 that can really decide the momentum of the rest of the set, because going up 2-1 is a huge monkey off your back when you're talking about a 5-game set.
It is, and just like this, just with one white Pikmin, he did manage to ramp up the damage, and you saw him, you talked about it. Whenever he has one latched in, either he calls it back like in a second, or either he just runs away from Bayo just to avoid the range of the witch time.
And that's going to start being the mind game here, is when that's latched on, Lima's got to decide if he's going to call out Dabuz there or if he does need to go for the witch time. But 114 on this Olimar. Now, Lima can die if he gets jab locked and the purple Pikmin is queued up, so he has got to be very careful.
Okay, the other here just to avoid another back here, I guess, but didn't happen this time. Just using those Pikmin to just put pressure on Lima. It's working. It's working. He's not approaching at all.
All right, red Pikmin active right now. You got to be careful. There's that purple Pikmin next, and Dabuz is just trying to organize it, right? And Lima's having none of it. He says, I don't need to go near you. I don't want to. I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
If I last... Oh! For the grab here. Just stage control. Avoiding the neutral B. He forced the double jump. He's going to get people to punish it. Yes. No. Yes. Yes.
Wow. Okay. For a second, I thought that was Lima overthinking things, getting that analysis paralysis. But no, he just knew he wanted to make sure Dabuz wasn't going to air dodge and then got up there to line up that back air.
Perfectly well done by Lima, taking the lead and the momentum. We talked about the importance of these third game. And look at that. Lima takes it.
Yeah, it's a very, very important game, especially against somebody like Dabuz, right, who is going to be able to adapt over the course of a set, and especially if you come back to beat him, you're going to have to lay it all on the table, and Dabuz is going to be able to adapt to those particular games. But I think that Lima has found a really simple way to boil down this matchup, which is thinking about that Pikmin gets latched onto him, I run into the range of Dabuz, where it's going to be able to activate and put him into that slowdown. It's basically just a 50-50 mind game of, am I going to call out your whistle, or am I going to just immediately throw out the witch time?
Yeah. 50-50 situation again. Do you want to play your place in the top 8 on that kind of interactions? I'm not sure. Do you want to play again with 50-50? This is an RPS situation.
I will tell you somebody who doesn't want to put their stakes on that kind of situation, and that is Dabuz. Whereas Lima, I think, knows that is really not his temperament. Yeah. And he says, look, this is a good win condition for me to go for. Look, Bayonetta's going to get a lot of opportunities given her mobility, right? And as long as he is not falling victim to big moments where Dabuz has something like a purple Pikmin ready, then that is absolutely of his purview. But right now, he is taking control of this Game 4 as well. Game 5 might not even be something we see.
Yes, for now, Dabuz didn't manage to get his footing in that game. And you can see 127% against only 46. With all the damage that can be output by all those Pikmins, I'm a bit scared here for the Olimar player. Back throw. Yeah, just to gain the stage control. Neutral B just for the double jump. Yes. Going to... Oh!
I love the idea with that yellow Pikmin down air. That is such an active hitbox, and like we mentioned earlier, the hitboxes with the yellow Pikmin are bigger, but Lima is also, his heart is growing 3 sizes bigger right now. He is adapting so well to this Olimar playstyle, but the yellow, it's barely not enough.
I failed, Yoshi. I didn't manage to get a kill there. Not enough rage here for Dabuz to get the kill and reset the odds. He's going to get into the washing machine again.
Watch out for that purple Pikmin, though. This is a very dangerous lineup that Dabuz has right now. I believe that up air will make the blue the next one in the lineup, so the grab comes out. Small battlefield, it's not enough.
Not enough rage either. Now what? Does he lashed the blue one. He's going to retrieve it. The yellow. Now it's the blue one again. He's going to go for a back air or something. What is he planning to do?
Definitely throw it out. Yeah, because if he can bait out something from Lima, he can land that grab. Blue is active, but whiffing it. You just focus in on that one Pikmin, and you know that as the opponent against the Olimar, you also have to do that. But Lima managing it so well, Dabuz just not finding a way to break through what is suddenly becoming an impenetrable defense from Lima.
Exactly. Lima is just playing around, baiting that approach. He knows that Dabuz is going to go for a grab, and he's playing around it.
Wow.
There we go. Okay.
Beautiful stuff, using that whistle, all of that armor to make sure that you tank a hit and then immediately fire back.
Look at the damage, it's already been done there. He's going to die there. Obviously no rage. RTT to back air is through. Perfect again by Lima. Oh, that was going to go on an uphill battle now.
Yeah, he is going to have to find a way to just rack up a ton of damage quickly. Purple and yellow is a great way to do that.
Yeah.
You get that extra hit stun from the electric effect. You've got all that damage. Hold on a second. This game is far from over.
Try to go for the spike with the yellow Pikmin, not going to happen. Unfortunately, avoiding all the approaches of the Buzz. Oh my god, he nearly get caught by that up tilt.
And the only reason that the Buzz did not get taken for a ride there, I've said it time and time again, but his ability to mix up his DI, knowing that Lima is going to look to carry him, oh my goodness. I can't talk about the Buzz's defense right now because he has got to go on the offensive. He has got to take down this Bayonetta stock, does so with that purple up air. Buzzby is hanging on right now.
Yeah, and the tiny pop-off on the side of the Buzz is ready and to go there. No, wait, no, he's not going to die from this. Wait, is it? Oh,
He is gone.
I think it is indeed.
Wow, Lima.